everybody, welcome back to another video today. Today I really just want to go over something that's very crucial for Amazon seller to know, and that is packaging. The importance of packaging, where to get a packaging manufacturer, all of it is so crucial when selling on Amazon. I have so much to go over on this. This is a highly requested video that I'm super excited to make for you guys. So without further ado, like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. So Forbes came out with an article, guys. I wanted to show you guys this. It's really interesting, and I'll be sure to link it down below as well if you guys want to read it. But essentially, it's about the importance of packaging when it comes to e-commerce, selling, how it plays into profitability and such. And essentially, what they were talking about and what they found was around 72% of American consumers stated that the purchase decisions were based and influenced off product packaging, right? We could read this whole article right now, but I mean, it would just take way too long, you know? So my whole point is, guys, packaging is so much more important than you guys think. It is literally what triggers our subconscious to get our attention, this or that, on the first page at grocery stores, wherever you go. I even challenge you, like, go to a grocery store, look around, and watch what catches your eye. You know, it's usually the brands that have the craziest packaging or interesting versions of it. And it's the same thing with Amazon. We must be able to capture the customer's eye. So with that knowledge, right, with us knowing we have to create a very great package for our brand, right, to showcase it and grab the customer's attention, because if you don't have the customer's attention, they're not even gonna click on ours, right? We have to get attention, then interest, and then click, right? The question is, like, where do we actually get a package, right? So there's two ways we could do this, right? We could, one, get it from Alibaba, right? This is kind of our first option, right? Typical cheap packaging, but like based on kind of what you're branding and how you're innovating, all this such, you can get a lot of different designs of bottles. What's cool is they have a slightly lower MOQ for compared to US manufacturers for bottles and where you can get or packaging or this or that. But if you're doing like a spray bottle, I would say, or like something in that liquid or solvent area, what I highly suggest you guys do is you guys go for the bottle that essentially goes really well with what you're trying to portray, right? So if I'm trying to sell like a high premium spray bottle, I'm not trying to show off like an old spray that looks like it's from the 1990s, right? We want to make sure we find something that's innovative. So like if I wouldn't want to do this for a spray bottle. Like, this just seems weird. Like, you want to be able to find a spray in a packaged bottle that really goes, or even package design that goes really well with what you're trying to sell. And when it comes to manufacturing, I usually would purchase, like, if I've already been selling, I'm going to purchase 1,000 at once, because I know I will get it for, one, cheaper, and two, like, I could just get all 1,000 shipped to my manufacturer's warehouse and essentially just have them keep them there for whenever we restock, we can put them in there, right? And what's awesome is, like, when I got my rebrand done, right, what I did was essentially I had my whole design that I got off of Fiverr with my character, my whole package design. You get all that printed out from your designers, from your packaging designer on Fiverr. And I sent them it, and they literally were like, okay, perfect. We're going to attach this to our bottle. We'll let you know. And I even got like one sample done before I purchased in bulk, just to make sure it looked good. So one thing I do suggest, again, get a sample done first, and it might cost like 40 to 50 bucks to get a sample done, which is definitely expensive for just getting a sample, but it's well worth it instead of spending like 1,000 on 1,000 units or like 500 bucks on 1,000 units, because you would rather know it's gonna look good first. So that's kind of like the stepping stone of that. And then another way you can go is literally just looking at package designers on Google, guys. Like, that's simple altogether. It's pretty easy. I mean, like, it's almost like the same version. It's also quicker too because you're getting it made in the US and it's quicker way to get shipped over to your supplier if you're in the US. Since I get made in China, I do my packaging design in China and then it's also cheaper and then ship it to my Chinese supplier. They put the product in the package and then it gets shipped to the warehouse. Sorry, got a cough today or a hiccup. But essentially, guys, you guys can also have this done in the US if you're doing a made in the US brand. It's incredibly more self-sufficient that way. I mean, you would imagine like when doing packaging, you're really only going to spend 50 cents to a dollar based on your size of your package and such. So like you want to think about it as like if I'm paying 50 cents or a dollar more on a cost per unit such, I'm going to be getting almost double my click through or like a way better click through rate. So it's well worth it, you know. If the whole first page has weak packaging and then you have the best packaging and you're only paying $1 extra per unit for this, it's well worth it to have your click through rate and such impressions go up drastically that way. So yeah, very important overall. So yeah, like this company Fresh Made looks like they totally can do it. I'm sure there's a way to contact them. Yep, contact, and then you just kind of mention like about what you sell, how many units you're looking for. The issue is sometimes the MOQ is very high for made in the USA packaging. They don't take a small MOQ, so but you will know that each unit might be 30 cents. So if you're paying, you know, 3,000 units for 30 cents, you know, that adds up to almost $1,000. And, you know, like it could be way cheaper. So don't think of a high MOQ as something that's expensive, but just know that usually in the USA you probably will have to do a higher MOQ up front compared to Chinese. But it's well worth it if you're selling a smaller product and you need to get started with a lot of units. You can even have a lot of the units sent to your manufacturer and they can put a lot of the units for your sample order in and have some packaging left for behind for the next order. So it doesn't all have to be for your first order, like I said. So overall, guys, when it comes to packaging, like if we look at Liquid Death, if we look at like the brands with the best packaging tend to do the best. Like it is so crucial. Like we looked at Woobles yesterday, how incredible their packaging was and how it went with their whole listing. It's not only like, yeah, like I just said, it's not only like the packaging, it goes with your whole presentation of what goes into your listing altogether, right? Your background color and all of that. So my whole point to you guys is take your packaging incredibly seriously. Like I spent a month and a half designing my packaging. That's a bit too long for sure, but like I spent a very long time, guys, and I want all of you guys to succeed if you guys ever go into Amazon or wherever you go. But know that your presentation is the most important thing when getting to somebody to click, right? That first interest. If you guys have any questions though, I have a free Patreon down below. Always here to help you guys all together. This is like an interesting topic to always talk about too. And I know it sometimes could be confusing, but yeah, you guys know I have a free Patreon down below. You guys can always join and ask me questions. All links are down below. I will link the packaging article from Forbes as well into that. But yeah, hopefully this video helps you guys out today. Packaging really is very cheap. It's just you might need to spend a lot of, you might need to have a high MOQ, minimum order quantity to start. And that's common, you know. And yeah, it's very crucial though for the amount of cost it is compared to the value it gains is crazy. So highly recommend it. Don't sleep on this. And yeah, take your packaging seriously. You guys have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.